Reese here with Adore Her Beauty, back with another video. And of course, I am excited to share with you the recent update of our girl Lele. Now, we know in the last video she had a minor setback, and I said it was going to be a major comeback. And we then came back with some results. This is 4 weeks since our last update, and look at my girl's skin. So she already doesn't, first of all, have a lot of regrowth. I'm so excited for that because people always seem to say that waxing isn't beneficial. Get laser. Y'all know, like, I don't have nothing against laser, but I just hate, well, I don't even want to say hate because hate is such a strong word. I strongly dislike for people to just say, get laser, get electrolysis. Like, that is the end all to be all. Now, I know I'm already getting started with this first strip, but I'm going to just go ahead and finish my thought. So, yes, laser does its thing. Electrolysis does its thing. But there are certain instances, whether it's physical, financial, or whatever, where those two solutions, which are great, do not work for every individual. And I'm just here to say, waxing can do what waxing can do. Because, why? Because waxing removes hair from the follicle when removed correctly. And thus, once it's removed correctly, will reset the hair growth cycle. It is causing a controlled trauma, meaning, yes, it's traumatic what we're doing to the skin, hair, and follicle, but we're in control of what we're doing. And so, anything that you consistently damage will become broken. And we want the hair regrowth system, that process, to be broken. That is why, and that is what continual waxing does. So yeah, it may be a tortoise in the race among the hairs. No pun intended. But waxing does its thing. And so she's been coming consistently. We've been waxing. We've been tearing up those follicles. I'm going to just say it like that. You know? And it's producing slower and slower, thinner and thinner. That's what we wanted to do. Now, since I'm already a couple strips in and I'm over here on the sideburn. Now, last video, I used soft wax in this area. Now, pay attention. Go back and check the last video in her playlist. Why is your girl using hard wax on these fine, soft hairs? Why? This is Nullify. And I know y'all, I was reading the comments. Y'all say y'all like the orange wax. I like the orange wax too. It's our baby. It's the big sister of the family. You know what I'm saying? She big sis. I like orange wax. I like abrogate. And I'm going to continue to vouch for her. But see, this Nullify, she the little sister, but she packing a punch. She's soft, she's gentle, but she firm. Look at that lip hair. Look at that. I didn't use a single strip of soft wax this entire session. Nullify handled business. Again, right here, it was just a follow-up strip. It was really thin hairs, but look at this. Look at this. It got those little fine hairs. Like, it is a really rich, soft wax. I know y'all was saying it was stretching. You wasn't really feeling it. But honestly, I'm going to just call it a user indifference. I ain't even going to say error. Indifference. Because, you know, I was so used to laying my strip and removing it really quick because the abrogate sets really fast. So I was used to just laying it, pulling it. And so I didn't pivot or adjust to how Nullify operates. So you do have to give it a little minute to sit a little longer, but she's stewing and she's brewing and she's snatching them hairs up. So yes, okay, so my client still had a couple little thin hair, some little vellus hair, and I was just tweezing those because I didn't want them to become ingrown. As you can see, she does have an ingrown right there that is bleeding. I see it. I'm going to get to it. It was really active, and so I am going to clean it up with a little gauze. But just in the midst of that, I was tweezing some little hair, some little ingrowns, some hairs that were a little bit under the skin. There I go with a little gauze, just dabbing it. And I was trying to see if I can squeeze the hair out. but a hair didn't come out, so of course we just move on. Now, I think I may have said this in my post that I made earlier, that she said her skin is fine. So once she's done with her hirsutism treatment, her skin is fine. No ingrowns, no flare-ups, nothing, until the hair starts to grow back. And so we were wondering, is this acne or is this ingrowns? And I always felt like it was a combination of both. I felt like it was a combination of hormonal acne and ingrowns. But for her to tell me today that she didn't have any breakouts until the hair started growing back, it's letting me to believe that these are ingrowns. And so they do become inflamed because she is a picker. So pickers, pay attention. If you pick, you can exacerbate the acne, make it spread, make it inflamed. So we do have to work on Lele not picking. I definitely understand the psychological surroundings of picking, and when it comes to my cereal tweezers, it's more of a habit than anything. Especially when you see a bump, you want to get it. I know it's hard to, like, a bump pops up. I'm gonna say a bump, but acne or ingrown. It pops up several days after your service. You're not gonna see me again for another 25 days, another 15 days. And so you don't want to be walking around with that. But look at it this way. Would you rather walk around with an active pimple or scabs or inflammation because you're touching it? So in the event, if you are a cereal picker, I would like for you to just apply your products to that area. Apply your cleansers, apply your exfoliants. Let the product do the work that you really want to do with your fingers. And if you have to pick, I understand it, that is a habit. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you're not using a lot of pressure, because if you use all that pressure, it's going to activate your melanocytes. And thus, you're going to have a spot. And especially if you're trying to clear spots. So just keep that in mind. So what clear spots, for those who often ask me, how can I clear my spots? How can I get even skin tone? You have to first stop the negative things that you're doing to your skin. You have to stop picking, poking, messing with the skin, and give it a chance to rest and heal and regenerate. And then you want to follow up with products that promote cellular turnover, that promote exfoliation, that promotes brightening and hydration. Those are ways that we can clear up the skin like we have done with Lele. Now, again, I'm over here on the sideburn cheek area. Hair is very thin. Now, if you go back and look at her very first playlist, this hair over here was terminal. And so now it's vellus. Because why? Waxing causes the hair to thin. Control trauma. I love it. So look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Small hairs. Nullify measures up. So if you have not tried the Nullify wax, definitely click the link in the description. It will lead you to where you can purchase. It is a sample 6.5 ounce for $10. It's going to be worth the $10. Shipping, I'm working out getting shipping to vary per region. It's been a little challenge, but right now shipping's about $9 to $10. So yes. Okay, also right here, I didn't realize that we were out of frame, so I just show you one lay of the lip wax and removal. But understand that she did get her lip wax as well. And look at those hairs. Now those lip hairs were tough. I put up a fight. But nevertheless, we always make it to the end with super smooth skin. Haha. And so I follow up with my finishing products, which was definitely my oil and my aloe. And this is the final result. Progress. You can hear all the happiness all in my voice. I know you can. This is the beginning. The very first time we met, this was how her skin looked, how the hair texture looked. I mean, it's totally different. It is night and day. This was her skin after her first wax. Look at the pigmentation. Look at the inflammation. Look at the ingrowns. And look at my girl now. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe.